Sasori is a very complicated and interesting character. Shortly after Sasori was born, his parents were killed by Tsukumo Hatake, Kakashi's father, in the Second Shinobi War. He was then raised by his grandmother, Chiyo. She was a puppet master, so Sasori learned from her. He was regarded as a prodigy and even made his own puppets, but the two puppets which stood out were the puppets Sasori created to resemble his parents, in a desperate attempt to feel parental love. Sometime after that, Sasori began his studies into poison, and his secret studies on turning people into puppets. When he was confident, he poisoned the third case cage and fled the village with his body. The people of the sand refused to believe the case cage was dead and had many search parties, but eventually, Rasa became the fourth case cage. Sometime after he deserted the village and his joining the Akatsuki, Sasori used his experience to make himself into a puppet, to maintain his youth and gain immortality, as he was traumatized by his parents' deaths. In the same time period, it was said that he destroyed an entire country and slaughtered its people single-handedly, gaining the title of Sasori of the Red Sand. Most of the time Sasori is in one of his puppets, also named Sasori. In the end, after he was in his real form, his death came from the puppets of his parents, which his grandmother held onto and used to kill her grandson, through the only human part remaining, his heart. Kankuro retrieved his body and used it as a puppet, even against a resurrected Sasori in the Fourth Great Shinobi War. Sasori's appearance is that of a child, which shows that despite his terrifying nature he still has not grown up, because he never had the chance to be a child. Sasori always yearned for affection, and sadly he never got it, as his grandmother was too heartbroken by her son's death, and was too focused on training Sasori. Sasori always hid inside a puppet because he was afraid of showing his true self. His character is another testament to Kishimoto's great work. Bonus: Sasori was initially partnered with Orochimaru. Sasori's strong suits were his seals, poisons and puppets. Sasori caught Kabuto spying and drew a seal on his heart, making sure Kabuto would be under his control, but that didn't work out. Sasori's seals mostly focus on control, like he controls his puppets.